we'll start our discussion with some of the basic network components. So our discussion will start from resistance, inductance and capacitance. We'll briefly look into the basic electrical properties of these network components, and resistance will be the first one in the line of discussion. So let us take resistance. Resistance, and we must know that what is the basic physical significance of this resistance. It is denoted by R, and it actually reflects the opposition in current flow through any conductor. So let us take a conductor having a cross sectional area A, and let L be the length of this conductor. Then the resistance of this conductor will be directly proportional to length, and it will be inversely proportional to area of cross section. When we will combine these two relations, we will get resistance equal to a proportionality constant multiplied by length and divided by area. So this proportionality constant, it is known as resistivity of the material, and it depends upon the nature of the material. For conductors, its value is less. For insulators, the value of resistivity is very high. So the value of resistivity will define whether a particular material will be able to conduct electricity or not. So we get a standard equation, R equal to rho L upon A. We will solve some of the questions based on this relation. Now let us take the factors on which resistance depend. So factors influencing the value of R. So first one is nature of material. So we have already seen that resistivity rho will reflect the type of material being used, that is whether the material is conductor, insulator or a semiconductor. And the second one is most important parameter which affects the value of resistance is temperature. So for conductors resistance increases as temperature increases, while for insulator or for semiconductors resistance decreases while temperature increases. We have a relation between resistance and temperature. Resistance at a temperature T is given by resistance R naught, resistance at absolute temperature, multiplied by 1 plus alpha delta T. This alpha is called temperature coefficient of resistance, and it can be positive or can be negative. It is positive for conductors and it is negative for insulator or semiconductors, we can say semiconductors. And this delta t this delta t is the change in temperature, that is Tt minus T naught. So we can say how resistance depend on temperature by looking into this relation. Now we will look into Vi characteristic for resistance. From Ohm's law, as we know that V is equal to I multiplied by R. On comparing with the standard equation of a straight line, we have y equal to mx. So अगर हम इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करें, taking voltage on the y-axis and current on the x-axis, we'll get a straight line passing through origin, and the slope of this straight line will give us the value of the resistance. Now we will look into the equation for power and energy in case of a resistance. So let us consider a resistance having a value of R, and current I is passing through this resistance, and the voltage across this resistance is V. So from Ohm's law we'll be having V equal to IR. So power will be V I. We have taken capital, so here also we will take capital I. Moving on, we will look into the equation of energy consumed in a resistance. For energy, we already know that power is equal to rate of change of energy, where E is the energy, rate of change of energy. So simplifying again, P dt is equal to dE. So integrating both sides, we will get E equal to P dt from time t equal to 0 to time t equal to t. So this relation is also one of the most important relation which will be directly utilized while solving the problems. Now let us take a question depending upon the concepts discussed previously. So in this question we have a cube shaped material which is having a resistance of 2 ohm between the any two opposite faces. So we take two faces A and B, which is having a sectional area of A, and length of this cube is L1. So in this question it is saying that the material is being stretched in one direction by applying a linear force to double its original length. Then we have to find out the value of the new resistance between two opposite stretched faces. Now looking into the question, according to the question, the points A and B are being stretched so that the final length of this AB face becomes twice of the initial one. So we will having L2 equal to 2L1. तो अगर हम इस केस में देखें तो हमारा जो रेजिस्टेंस होगा R1 इज इक्वल टू रो L1 बाय A1, एंड इस केस में विल बी हैविंग R2 इक्वल टू रो L2 by A2. Since materials is same in both the cases, so we will be having same value of rho. तो हम देखते हैं कि स्ट्रेच करने से पहले और स्ट्रेच करने के बाद विल बी हैविंग द सेम वॉल्यूम ऑफ मटेरियल. सो वॉल्यूम इन फर्स्ट केस इक्वल विल बी इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम इन सेकेंड केस. सो हियर L1 multiplied by A1 is equal to L2 multiplied by A2. So from यहाँ से हमें मिल जाएगा L1 A1 is equal to, this one will be 2 L1 A1. L1 will be cancelled, 2 here will be, so A2 will be equal to A1 by 2. So now we have to find the value of R2. R2 will be equal to rho multiplied by L2. L2 is 2L1 and resistance is and we have area equal to A2. Upon simplifying rho to L1 and A2 will be equal to A1 by 2. So on further simplifying we'll be getting rho L1 by A1 is multiplied by 4. So we get R2 equal to 4 into rho L1 by A1. So the value of rho L1 by A2 is equal to 2 ohm from the first case. So the new resistance will be 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8 ohm.